Hidden deep within the Amazon rainforest lies a secret world untouched by modern civilization. Ancient ruins whispered tales of a lost city shrouded in mystery. But even in the heart of this untamed wilderness, there are stories that go beyond the reach of archaeologists' stories, that belong to a time when Earth was ruled by giants, where colossal beasts roamed free, and where secrets sleep undisturbed beneath layers of time. This is the tale of the lost kingdom of dinosaurs. Our story begins with a weathered map, its edges frayed and its markings cryptic, passed down through generations of an indigenous tribe. This map wasn't a guide to buried treasure or hidden artifacts. It was a key to a realm long vanished. Legends spoke of a place where the earth hummed with ancient power, where nature wore a cloak of secrets, and where the footprints of dinosaurs were still imprinted on the soil. Intrigued by these enigmatic legends, a group of explorers ventured into the emerald labyrinth of the Amazon. Their guide, a weathered man named Miguel, his face etched with the stories of the jungle. He knew the forest's secrets, like the lines on his palms, leading them deeper into the wild embrace of the rainforest. Their path led them through tangled thickets and over moss-covered stones. As days turned into nights, they felt the jungle's heartbeat all around them. The symphony of insects, the distant calls of exotic birds, and the hushed rustle of unseen creatures in the undergrowth. The air grew heavy with humidity and the scent of decay, a potent reminder of the jungle's untamed spirit. Yet the explorers pressed on, their determination fueled by the whispers of a forgotten past. Suddenly, the landscape shifted, revealing a sight that stole their breath away. Bathed in the ethereal glow of the morning sun was a valley seemingly untouched by the passage of time. Towering trees formed a cathedral-like canopy overhead, their branches intertwined in a celestial dance. The valley was a sanctuary, a refuge where ancient spirits seemed to linger. But the explorers sensed they were not alone. An unsettling stillness hung in the air, broken only by the distant rumble of thunder. The sky, once serene, now rumbled with discontent. The explorers, caught between fascination and unease, found themselves at the threshold of a world both enchanting and terrifying. Deeper in the lost kingdom, their path led them to a clearing where the ground was scarred by deep grooves and gashes. No ordinary force of nature could have sculpted these marks. Here, amidst the tangled vines and the decaying leaves, lay the silent testament to a bygone era. The explorers, standing in the presence of these colossal relics, realized they were not merely observers. They had become part of a timeless narrative, a story that had lain dormant for eons. The valley seemed to hold its breath, guarding secrets that had endured for millennia. In the heart of this prehistoric sanctuary, they stumbled upon a trove of petrified palm wood. These ancient trunks, once vibrant conduits of life, now lay as silent sentinels frozen in time. Among the ancient trunks, the explorers discovered something truly extraordinary. A skull, not of any known animal, but a creature straight out of prehistoric times, a dinosaur. With each passing moment, the valley revealed more of its enigmatic wonders. The explorers unearthed bone fragments, each piece whispering tales of a world long past, forming a mosaic of a creature that once roamed this very ground. It was a chilling spectacle, a macabre tableau that bridged the chasm between epochs. Yet amidst the grandeur of their discovery, the explorers couldn't shake off a growing unease. The tranquility of the valley was deceptive, masking a primal energy that throbbed beneath the surface. As twilight painted the sky in hues of purple and red, they made a grim discovery. The valley was not a sanctuary, but a hunting ground. Gnawing on their horses, they found the skeletal remains of some of their pack, picked clean by scavengers. They realized they were in a place where time had stopped, but nature's cycle of life and death continued unabated. They pressed on, driven by curiosity and a touch of desperation. As they journeyed deeper into the valley, the jungle grew denser, the vegetation more menacing. Thorny vines reached out like grasping claws and gnarled roots snaked across their path. Then the earth trembled beneath their feet. A low growl reverberated through the trees, sending shivers down their spines. Emerging into a clearing, they saw a sight that froze their blood. A gigantic dinosaur, its eyes glowing like embers, its teeth bared in a silent snarl, stood before them. It was a creature of immense power, its scales glistening like armor, its tail swishing slowly, sending a tremor through the ground. The explorers, paralyzed with fear, could only watch as the dinosaur advanced. Its nostrils flared, inhaling their scent, and a guttural roar shook the very foundations of their courage. Before they could react, the dinosaur lunged. Its massive jaws opened wide, revealing rows of razor-sharp teeth. Time seemed to slow down, the world reduced to the deafening roar of the dinosaur and the pounding of their own hearts. Just as all hope seemed lost, Miguel, their guide, stepped forward. With a voice that boomed through the clearing, he began to chant in an ancient language. The dinosaur halted, its head cocked to one side, as if listening to an unheard melody. Was this the language of the giants? Could they appease the beast with ancient words? As Miguel's chant reached a crescendo, the dinosaur let out a final roar, then turned and vanished into the undergrowth. The clearing fell silent, the only sound the ragged breathing of the explorers. Had they witnessed a miracle, or was it all a figment of their fear-addled imaginations? In the aftermath of their encounter with the dinosaur, the explorers found themselves at a crossroads. Should they flee from the valley, forever haunted by what they had seen, or should they press on, driven by the allure of the unknown? Determined to unravel the valley's secrets, they pushed forward. The dense foliage concealed their path, and every rustle and snap echoed their fears. Then they heard a new sound, the steady drip of water. Pushing aside a curtain of vines, they discovered a cavern hidden within the heart of the jungle. Inside the cavern, sunlight streamed through cracks in the ceiling, illuminating walls adorned with ancient petroglyphs. Here, in the flickering lamplight, the explorers deciphered tales of a vanished civilization, their gods, their rituals, and their dominion over the earth. Amongst these timeless images, they saw depictions of the dinosaur, not as a monster, but as a revered being, a symbol of power and wisdom. Suddenly Miguel gasped, pointing to a carving of a map. It was a key to the valley's most profound secret, a hidden chamber where the true essence of the dinosaur's legacy lay dormant. Guided by the ancient carvings, they navigated through a labyrinth of tunnels, until they reached a colossal chamber. At its center, resting on a raised dais, was a crystal skull, its intricate details mesmerizing. It wasn't just an artifact, it was a conduit of immense power. As they gazed upon the skull, visions filled their minds, transporting them back to the age of the dinosaur. They saw civilization living in harmony with these magnificent creatures, their lives intertwined in a delicate balance. But the visions took a darker turn, revealing a cataclysmic event that wiped out the dinosaur and its human companions, leaving behind only fragments of their existence. The explorers realized that they were in the presence of history, not just of a lost civilization, but of the extinction event that had shaped our planet. As dawn broke, bathing the cavern in hues of gold and crimson, the explorers emerged, forever changed by their journey. The valley had revealed its secrets, but it was up to them to share these stories with the world. They emerged from the jungle bearing not just tales, but a responsibility. The fate of the dinosaur's legacy rested in their hands. Would they be the voices of a lost world, or would the secrets of the valley remain buried once again? As news of their discovery spread, the explorers became ambassadors of the lost kingdom, sharing the story of the dinosaur's final resting place. But with this fame came a new threat. Explorers and fortune seekers descended on the jungle, eager to unearth its secrets and claim its treasures. The explorers, once celebrated heroes, found themselves at the center of a storm. How would they protect the sanctity of the dinosaur's kingdom from those who sought to exploit it? And what new dangers might awaken when the veil between the modern world and a prehistoric past is lifted? The explorers, now celebrities, faced a new dilemma. How could they share the world's fascination with the dinosaur's kingdom without endangering its fragile balance? With media attention intensifying, they had to devise ways to protect the site, while making it accessible to the world's insatiable curiosity. Yet amidst the chaos, they also faced opposition. Some questioned the validity of their discoveries, branding them as charlatans seeking fame. The explorers, caught in the crossfire of skepticism and intrigue, had to navigate a minefield of doubt while preserving the integrity of their discovery. As the world grappled with the implications of the dinosaur's legacy, the explorers found themselves at the forefront of a revolution in scientific understanding. The conventional narrative of history was being challenged, forcing the academic establishment to confront new evidence and rewrite old narratives. Amidst this intellectual upheaval, the explorers had to stay true to their mission, ensuring that the dinosaur story was told accurately and respectfully. But as the boundaries between the modern world and the dinosaurs' kingdom blurred, something stirred in the heart of the jungle. The dinosaur, awakened from its slumber, sensing its home encroached upon, began to stir. The earth trembled, ancient instincts stirring, and the explorers realized that their actions had unleashed a force beyond their control. Now, with the world on the brink of a new understanding of history and the dinosaur resurrected from its prehistoric grave, the explorers must face the consequences of their discovery. How will humanity react to the return of the giants? And what will be the fate of the explorers who dared to awaken them?